everybody, it's Rachel here, and today I'm going to give you an update on my current work in progress, which is the beautiful water lilies painting, and it is a 60 by 120, so quite large. And as you can see, I've already started. I've done about a 60 by 40 section here, rolled it over a pool noodle, and now I'm starting on the next section. I hope the lighting's okay. I have ordered a clip, I don't know what to call it. It's like a clip that goes onto the desk, and it's got a light, and it has a camera holder, but at the moment I'm using duct tape and an old tripod. It works, but the setup will get better. So anyway, I have a little while and I'd like to start working on this section up here where you're zoomed in, and I thought that while we were working on this together, or while you're watching this, I could also do that tag video that was going around quite a lot. It hasn't quite died, but I don't know, I just really enjoyed watching all of the tag videos. And I'm going to skip the question where you get somebody to, where you tag people, because I think everybody and their mother and their cat has probably done it already. So I'm just going to make a section. A manageable section for me is probably a quarter. So 1, 2, that seems very small, but we'll go ahead with that. And I'm not left-handed. I probably should have cut this first, but the way I do it with these clear covers is I just pull them out and then apart from each other. And it's okay if the lines aren't completely straight. I know that probably bothers some people, but it doesn't really bother me too much. Let me just pull, keep going as far as you want to work. Oh, and it's actually ripping the next section, so I'm going to stop that one. Leave that down and keep pulling like so. Ooh. Yeah, it's not perfect, but that's fine. Now, so get little bits of my dog hair. Oh, by the way, I have a dog, so if you hear a lot of barking, I'll probably stop talking and then I will cut, because she's quite loud when she barks. She's a collie mix. We don't know what the mix is, but yeah, she's a loud barker, so I apologize in advance if you hear her barking. Her name is Luna, by the way. So here I have my drills. I package them like this. I thought I'd give you an actual video on how I do it, but I'll have to wait until my custom comes in. I'll give you an update about that in a minute. So I'm going to look and see what I've got in the section. I have them all in order by the way they were given to me. So if you can see, this is the symbol on the canvas, and then I have the DMC number on the side. I didn't do this for all of them because it got tedious, and this is all I really need for this painting because the symbols are so clear and I love it. Let's see, so do I have 2s? I do. Okay, I'm going to start with 2. The number 2 symbol. Then I have my trays here, a small tray and a large tray. And all I'm using today is the normal drill pen from Huacan with the grippy and a 6-placer. So I like to use them on round paintings. That's just my preference. So let's see. I'm just going to double check to make sure that you're in frame. You kind of are. I'm going to have to move it a little bit. That's the only thing about tripods and duct tape. Okay, can you see? Right, I swear that you were okay a minute ago, but so now that that's done, let's start on the tag. So, question number 1, do you like blue cheese? Yes, I love blue cheese. I really like blue cheese. The only blue cheese that I don't particularly care for is Roquefort. I find that incredibly strong, and I just can't. I just can't. But I love blue cheese and crackers and wine. That is my idea of a good night. But to each his own, her own. 2, Coke or Pepsi? To be honest, I like American Pepsi better than Coke. But I live in Ireland and have done for a few years, and the Coke and Pepsi here is different in taste. It's because of some kind of sugar law or something. They cannot use high fructose corn syrup in the drinks, the fizzy drinks they call them. They use normal sugar, and it just doesn't taste the same. Pepsi tastes awful to me here. I was never really a fan when they came out with the real sugar Pepsi back in the States. That would have been maybe like 10 years ago or something. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of Pepsi here, but I do enjoy Coke, especially if I'm feeling hungover. So I do like to imbibe every once in a while. So yeah, long-winded answer. I like Coke better than Pepsi where I live right now. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. So question 3, do you own a gun? No, I don't own a gun. I never will own a gun. I won't go into why, but yeah, easy answer, no. What flavor of Kool-Aid? Ooh, that's a hard question. I don't even remember what it tastes like. I guess just I want to say the normal flavor, but I don't even know what normal is anymore. When I was a kid, my aunt would make huge jugs of Kool-Aid, and I think it was the tropical fruit version. But honestly, if you were to give me Kool-Aid now, I would prefer water. I just couldn't handle the sugar. What do you think of hot dogs? No. No, not for me. I suppose if it's a really well-made hot dog, like I prefer a sausage or something, eaten in the same manner as a hot dog, with the bun and even like grilled onions and, oh, this is gonna make me hungry, grilled onions and mustard, yum. But the hot dog, like a Frankfurter hot dog, I don't know what, I haven't had one in so long. Gosh, I feel so disconnected from some of these questions, but in Ireland, to get a hot dog, like an American style hot dog, you have to buy them in a jar. They are preserved in a liquid, and it's absolutely disgusting. I don't know why they do that. I don't get it. But the idea of a hot dog in itself, like a typical hot dog that you would put on the barbecue, it kind of grosses me out because it's all the parts. It's not like, I don't know. It's all the parts of an animal. It's not the meaty part. It's just the leftover bits. And I know that sounds really horrible for me to be like, oh yeah, I wouldn't eat that. But I mean, I've eaten a lot of really strange stuff. I lived in South Korea for 4 years and got to explore my my palate while I was there. I ate a lot of really weird stuff, or what people would consider weird, which is totally normal to a lot of people. And I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed learning more about the food I was eating. And, excuse me, sorry, I think I'm coming down with something. Like, for example, I would eat, like, live octopus or, you know, stuff like that. It's actually like a delicacy in some places. And it was so much fun to explore that and get an idea of what is normal for other people. So, you know, I can't really, it's not fair of me to say, oh, that's disgusting. I just personally don't like hot dogs. I don't like thinking about what's in them. And I personally don't like pork that much anyway. So that was a really long-winded answer for that question. Favorite TV show? At the moment, I'm not really watching TV. I'm diamond painting and playing World of Warcraft, which I just got back into because I watched Gwenny from Everything Gwenny here on YouTube. I watched some of her Battle for Azeroth gameplay, and immediately I just went, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and sign up and play again. So I don't really watch TV at the moment, but if I had to answer the question for, like, of all time, I'd probably say my favorite TV shows to watch and rewatch would be Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Supernatural, stuff like that. I really like mythical, like, fantasy shows. I don't know. None of them are really springing to mind. I also really enjoy watching, I don't know what you would call it, like mindless, kind of numbing TV. Those shows where they renovate homes and stuff like that. I really like to watch them while I'm diamond painting. But mostly these days, I just watch YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. In fact, I don't know if you guys noticed, but they added this feature where you can see how much time you're spending on YouTube every day, or whatever it is. Yeah, I think it's every day. And anyway, I just kind of freaked out because I was like, I don't want to know. I think I watch, on average, I'd probably watch about 3 hours a day. So YouTube is my TV. Oh, look, it's Rojo. Now, this tray is slightly, I meant to do that. I totally meant to do that. This tray is a little wonky. It doesn't sit straight, but that's okay. It doesn't really need to. But it also has like an imperfection in this bit, so the drills always get stuck there when I try to pour them out. So you'll probably see that in a little bit. Anyway, there we go. The white ones, for me, are like the black ones to other people. I just can't see them. They're so difficult to see for me. Anyway, I'm just noticing that you're getting a lot of glare or shadow. So I apologize for that if that's the case. I do apologize. I'm going to start up here. Maybe. Or will I do this bit first? I'll do this bit first and then I'll work over there. Okay. Favorite movie. Favorite movie of all time is The Princess Bride. I love that movie. I really love that movie. It's got one of the best stories. I've read the book. I just love it. And I can watch that over and over and over and over again. I have a lot of favorites, like, you know, Disney movies and stuff, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't really watch TV that much anymore. If we're going back to when DVDs were a thing, and you would just put on a DVD in the background and let it run and probably watch it like 1,000 times, my favorite movie would have to be Pride and Prejudice from 2005. I still get emotional when I watch that movie. And I love period dramas in general. Doesn't matter what it is or when it's from. I think they're so romantic and whimsical and funny, you know, just funny. But like, I'm not really a fan of crime dramas or cop shows or reality TV. I just don't connect. I don't know why. I think it was because I definitely lived in a fantasy when I was growing up. I kind of wanted to be in the Regency time. You know, I did madrigals, which is like Christmas choir. If you can imagine an English choir, it was like that. We sang old Christmas songs, and we would dress up in Tudor fashion, or we'd pick an era. It didn't have to be the Tudor times, but we would do that every year, and I loved it so much, and it was such a big part of my life when I was a teenager. And I suppose in a way, like, I just can't let it go because it meant so much to me, and it was such a happy time for me at that point in my life, even though, you know, high school was just a pain. But yeah, anyway, I really enjoy Regency stuff, and so I can watch period dramas. Like, I really liked Poldark. I haven't watched much of it since the first season. And Outlander, now I'm back to TV shows. Sorry. Outlander, I read a long time ago, and I have very strong feelings about in a negative way. So I tried to watch the show, and I thought that it was good until they went to France. And then I totally lost interest, and that could just be me, but I thought that at that moment they just went off the rails a bit, and the acting became a bit more OTT, and maybe they were just having fun with it. Maybe I was just being sensitive to the change or something, but I haven't watched it since, and I don't know if I will, to be honest. Okay, what's the next question? What do you drink in the morning? I always drink coffee. I have to have coffee. I don't know. I'm one of those people that's like, I don't function without it anymore. And I never liked it before. Before I was a teacher, I didn't like it. And then I had to teach preschool kids at like 8 in the morning. And so it didn't take me long to discover the benefits of coffee, especially when you have to be super bubbly and energetic. Oh, my voice is cracking. Sorry about that. Let me see. I'm going to get some... Oh, uh-oh. Place that wrong. I'm going to get some water. Excuse me. Excuse me. Right. So, coffee. What's the next one? Can you do a push-up? Yes. but I don't think I can do more than one. My upper body strength is pretty poor. Though I did just start a new job where I am quite physical, because I only teach in the summertime at the moment, and it's really helping my strength. So I suppose, yes, I can do a push-up, but I haven't really done one in a while, so it probably wouldn't be too good. Favorite piece of jewelry? Well, I suppose that'd have to be my wedding ring and my engagement ring. But after them, it would be the necklace that I was bequeathed. Is that the right word? I inherited my great-grandmother's necklace, which is this beautiful amethyst pendant type necklace, and it's got the old fastener, and it's just gorgeous. I love that thing. I wore it on my wedding day, and I get complimented for it, but I don't wear it a lot because I'm afraid of losing it or it breaking or something, so only on special occasions do I break that up. But that is my favorite piece of jewelry, other than my wedding ring and my engagement ring. I don't wear jewelry otherwise. What else do we have? Favorite hobby? At the moment, diamond painting. But I switch hobbies really, really quick. I don't know if anybody else can relate. Can you relate? I cannot stay focused on one thing for very long. I do believe I have a bit of ADHD. Never been diagnosed. Don't know for sure. Some of my family members have it, so it's quite possible that I do too. But I do find it hard to focus on anything for far too long. And then when I focus on something, I hyper-focus on it. So whether that's good or bad, I don't know. But diamond painting, yes. After diamond painting, my favorite hobby is gardening. I love working in the garden. We have a polytunnel, and we have like raised beds and everything else. It's just so calming, and you get a lot out of it, you know, like you have to put a lot of work into a garden if you're going to grow your own vegetables, which we do. We don't grow all of our own vegetables now, mind you. You know, we do get a subscription box to our door, well, not to our door, but into our town, where we get all the veggies we need aside from what we grow for ourselves. So we grow all the easy stuff like onions, garlic, that kind of thing. I really just wanted, yeah, like that. Okay, so gardening has to be on the top of the list, really. I do enjoy that. And it's such a challenge as well, you know. It pushes you because every year is different, and there's always going to be something that tries to get in your way. That's just nature, you know. And overcoming those obstacles and being adaptable, flexible, you know, improving on a very regular basis. It's taught me a lot. It's taught me patience, and if it doesn't happen this year, you can always do it next year. You know, it's not the end of the world. That was a biggie for me to learn a long time ago. I just thought, if I don't do it now, I'll never get to do it, because of the way that my brain works, you know, like I just jump and jump and jump sometimes. So, but anyway, yeah. And then I love working with my hands. I like to stay busy. It just makes me calm, and I enjoy gaming as well. I used to do it a lot more than I do now, but escapism. We all have our little ways to escape normal life, I suppose. Yeah. Where are we? Do you have ADD? Yeah, I think I do. I'm also a perfectionist as well, so what does that say? If these don't line up, now I'm gonna check and see where are we on time, because will it tell me? Oh yes, 26 minutes. That's not so bad. Can you see what I'm doing? Oh no, you can't see what I'm doing. I've been working all this time and you can't see what I'm doing. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. How did that even happen? Or did that only just happen? Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I am so sorry. I will get the proper setup, I promise. I'm so embarrassed to post these videos because, you know, the people that I watch have actual, like, nice setups and they don't have these issues. But I guess you have to start somewhere, huh? I do appreciate anybody that's actually watching and following me on this journey, because I only started making videos about diamond painting, you know, this week. But I have been following people for a long time, months and months, and I know that you're taking your time out of your day to watch this, and I do appreciate that. I think that is so awesome, because, you know, I honestly, well, I don't know if anybody else can relate, maybe you can. I don't have any other friends that diamond paint, and even though I've tried to bring people into it, they're not addicted to it like I am. Do you know what I mean? Like my best friend, she has diamond painted before, and I bought her a kit as well for just as a present, you know, when I first found it, and she was like, oh yeah, my friend does that, and you know, she got me a kit as well, and look at it, it's so pretty. And, you know, I was like, oh, awesome. Now I'll have a diamond painting buddy. But it's not exactly the same level of addiction for her. But I really enjoy this hobby. It's great. Now, do you wear glasses? No, I used to. And then I got laser eye surgery, and I cannot recommend it enough. It was a game changer. Suddenly I could do anything I wanted without having to worry about glasses falling off my face, was a big one, or getting hit in the face and then going flying somewhere, which prevented me from playing sports when I was younger. The first thing I noticed when I lost my glasses was that I lost them. When I stopped wearing them, suddenly I could take a shower and I didn't have to, I could see everything in the shower, you know what I mean? It was such an overwhelming sense of joy. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. I was just so happy that finally I could see, and I didn't need to wear them anymore because they are such a pain. Now I'm going to show you this. This is my bag of extra drills that don't fit into these little trays. So I've just, for the sake of ease, and because I didn't know when I'd have to put this painting away and come back to it later, I just cut the corner off of the bag, and I've placed the whole bag into its own little plastic bag, and that way I can just throw these back in here if I need to put this away, because it is so large and I am expecting some Christmas presents. So I'm just going to root through here and get the color I'm working on. Come on, white. 5200. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, and then let's just take it out. And pour it into the tray. That should be enough for now. Hopefully. Let me just double check that you're okay. Yeah, you're good. Okay, good. Oh, I'm gonna put a note at the beginning of the video. Be like, skip to this part if you see the screen sliding. Okay, number 14 is favorite cartoon character. Your favorite cartoon character. Who? See, in my mind, I'm going, well, is it... does cartoon character just mean like Disney, or does it mean anything at all? I suppose it's all up to interpretation, isn't it? But I suppose my favorite Disney character was, well, a toss-up between Ariel and Pocahontas. There's something about strong, independent women that I really like. I've watched a few Disney movies that have come out recently, like Frozen, and I'm going to say it right now. I don't like Frozen. I think it's annoying. I thought Olaf was funny just because of the humor that, you know, that they put into the character, that kind of, what do they call that? When you're making fun of your own situation. It's quite clever humor, which I don't think they really had in other Disney movies, but it just annoys me. I don't think that the Anna-Elsa relationship was fleshed out very well. So anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. But I have other favorite cartoon characters. If you call anime cartoons, that is probably not accurate in this tag. Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell would be one of my favorites as well. And there was this anime a really long time ago called Armitage the Third. I enjoyed that character very much. And there was one more I was going to mention. No, I can't remember. Is it going to come back to me? No, it's not. Right. Well, those are some of my favorite cartoon characters that I like. Yeah. 3 things that you drink regularly. Coffee, water, and Smithwick's Red Ale. Enough said. Current worry. Ooh. Without getting too dark. Right now, I am worrying about my landlord coming to my house for an inspection. I probably shouldn't be that worried, but I just don't like when strangers come into your house to analyze it. Like, I have enough of a fear of inviting people over to my house, even just my friends, because again, the perfectionism, I just feel like I have to apologize all the time for the state of the house. You know, I'm really sorry, it's so messy. But really, I guess in actuality, I know that my house is just lived in. You know, we live here. We don't live in a show house. We don't keep it like that. And I do kind of envy / applaud people who are able to keep their house looking like a showroom. Like, that is just not me. I'm not able for that. It's too much effort, too much energy, too much time. I could go on, but for me anyway, you know, I have other things that I want to do, but other people that might be their outlet. That could be the way that they handle their own issues. You know what I mean? That's what I've heard anyway. Like, I don't have OCD when it comes to cleaning or anything like that. You know, I can let things go for a long time, well past other people's expectations of when things should be done. And then when I feel like it, I'll get around to it. But that could be a whole nother issue. And we're not talking about that. The worry is that in about a week or two, my landlord will be coming around to the house for an inspection. I have to put my dog into a kennel for the day. And they'll just be looking to make sure that nothing is broken. Because we've lived here for 4 years, so we have quite a lot of stuff. And they just want to make sure that everything is still being properly maintained. But like, yeah, it's not a new house. It is quite an old house, and all the furniture was here when we moved in, so yeah. Some of the stuff is falling apart and we have to get it replaced and stuff, but I'm not doing that before he comes, and I'm going to try not to worry too much about it. I am a bit of a worrywart. Let's see where we are for time. I am kind of conscious of that. 40 minutes, woohoo. Okay, current dislike. Ooh, that's an interesting question. Currently, I'm feeling a strong dislike for, I've only just noticed it recently, but like there's kind of like an attitude issue with people that I've noticed from where I live. I think it just has to do with working in the service industry, that you're always going to have people who feel entitled. Now, I must preface this by saying that I absolutely 100% am not innocent of coming off as entitled or having my moments where I'm just gonna be that person. But it has been a very stressful summer, and especially in the kind of hotel business, people just like to complain to get things for free, and it's very common, and I wish it wasn't as common as it is, because there's more of a chance that I would give something for free if you're nice about it and if you respectfully bring it up. But speaking to someone like they're subhuman just because they are working in a certain job is completely unfair and just disgraceful. So anyhow, that's what I don't like at the moment. Next one is favorite place you like to be. Favorite place I like to be. I guess locally that would be the Daniel O'Connell Park. I absolutely adore that park. I like to walk my dog there, and I haven't done that in a while, again because of the summer and the tourism season and everything. I live in a very small town where you have to jump on the opportunity to make your money in the summertime, and then in the winter everything calms down and you kind of either go unemployed or your hours get cut and you go to part-time because there's just not much going on. Not a lot of local trade either, so because of the economic situation. But my light pad is actually, one second, this a little bit. My light pad is catching there. What was it? Favorite place? Oh yeah, I'm going on such tangents. I like the Daniel O'Connell Park near my house. I have a video on my channel where you can walk with me through the park. I was really getting into the idea of making these walk with me videos, but now I just couldn't afford to get the equipment needed to make good quality videos for that, so I have put that on the back burner. I may bring that back up some other day, but at the moment this is my hobby, so I will invest in this. How did you bring in the new year? That's a good question. I don't remember. Probably in the normal, stereotypical way. I think I may have, no, well, it's hard to say. I was either at my local pub having a few drinks or avoiding the pub and at a friend's house. I honestly can't remember. I have some memory issues as well. But I'm sure that we had a good time. I don't normally stay home for New Year's unless I'm feeling really bad or really down. My husband and I met on New Year's Eve. It was 6 years ago. Almost 7 years ago. Holy cow. And so we like to celebrate our kind of meeting, our anniversary on that day. So maybe we had dinner or something. I wish I had a better memory. Where would you like to go? At the moment, I really, really want to go to Italy. My friend / boss, very friendly boss, has invited us to go to have this kind of Halloween festival at his property in Italy. But I think the tickets are nearly like €200 for 2 people round trip, and I just can't justify it right now because I'm going back home to the States for a visit in November around Thanksgiving, and yeah, I'm gonna need that extra money for that trip, you know. See, the only thing, this is what I don't like about this big thing. Do you see what I'm talking about? You probably can't see. And see how those drills are stuck there? So I have to just kind of stamp them and then take them off and put them in. It's quite annoying, but hey, I'll work with it. So, name 5 people. Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm skipping that. Favorite color. My favorite color is purple. Love purple. All shades of purple. Purples, blues, those kinds of colors. That's why I really like this painting. I'm so happy I'm working on this right now because I was working on a painting that was all blue or brown and, you know, this orangey color, and I'll have to show you. That's number 11, isn't it? Not 16. 11, where are you? There you are. Right, so the last painting that I was working on before this was a square, and it was just so bleh to work with because of the color choices. It's a beautiful painting, and it's for my mom, so I'll have to show you in my stash video, which will be coming up soon. I just have to figure out how to get this tripod to work. Hopefully the camera stand will come before I know it. But anyway, it was just bleh, and I was desperate for a fun, colorful painting. So I grabbed this one, even though I was really hesitant at first. I was kind of saying, you know, oh, it's a big one. And it is a big one, but it's actually gone really quickly. Like this part, like I said, it's 60 wide, and I'm guesstimating that I've done 40 centimeters out of the 120 so far. And quick story time. So I started this one knowing that I had a custom coming from my grandfather, which was the one I showed you in my last video. But at the moment, I've opened a dispute with the seller. They're not budging at all. So I am getting AliExpress involved. I am waiting to see what the results of that are going to be before I make any, really quick decisions on what I'm doing. But I have an idea that I may order that diamond painting kit from Evermoment. I have priced it with them. It is quite expensive, and it would be bigger than what I've ordered, but I know it will be what I want. And I should have done it in the first place. To save myself this trouble, I just thought I would try another store, a different discounted store, save myself a little money, and this is what I get. Oh, my laptop is about to shut down. Oh no, it's not. Okay, whew. I was gonna say, it hasn't been that long, has it? Now, that was a long answer. I'm very talkative today, so I hope you're in a talkative mood as well to listen to me. Do you like sleeping on satin sheets is the next question, and I have to say, I don't know. I don't know if I do or I don't, because I'm not going to be in that position to buy them anytime soon. So I'd say probably not. I am always cold. I'm always cold. And so I prefer like flannel or jersey sheets. I guess Egyptian cotton is probably the most fancy I've had. So I'm not really like a fancy girl. I don't have satin sheets at the ready, if that makes any sense to anybody. And if that's even the answer, I just don't. More power to you if you do, and if that's your thing, then that's cool too. But I just couldn't justify the price for something that is going to get wrinkled and probably balled up and thrown into the back of the cupboard. But that's just me. Can you whistle? Yeah, I can. But I might be alone in this, but I find whistling to be one of the most irritating sounds. I think it's cute when, like, you'd see, like, an old gentleman walking down the street and whistling a tune, but I actually can't stand it. It drives me bonkers, and I don't know why. There's little sounds like that do that to me, and I really don't understand it at all. So if anybody knows why that would drive you up the wall, please tell me. There must be a word for it or something. Where are you now? Right now I am in my kitchen / dining room. the table that I had in my last video, that's the table that's in my office. It's actually an old door that I had plans for, DIY plans to pour resin in and have it be a level surface, so I could work like this on that table because it's a gorgeous door. And I saw a bunch of people doing it, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago, and I was like, oh babe, I really want that, can we do that? And he was so reluctant about it at first, and now I understand why. It's more of a pain than it is pleasure. Resin kits here cost an arm and a leg. I mean, I'm talking like €85, which I guess is like $90. Whereas I know in the States you can get it much cheaper than that. And so my American brain was going, oh, this is a great idea. And then in where I am, I cannot do it. So that frustrates me sometimes as well. Would you be a pirate? No, I don't think I would. We play this game called Pirate or Ninja when I do icebreakers for my summer classes, and I always ask the students, pirate or ninja? Would you rather be a pirate or a ninja? And I am a ninja. I would rather be undercover and not seen. I'm not a loud, rambunctious person anymore. I used to do that, and now I just can't be bothered. I don't know. No, the answer is no. Favorite food, number 1 is sushi. Love, 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 love. Proper sushi. Raw fish, not California rolls. I love Korean food and kimchi and stuff like that as well. The food that I miss the most from living away from the States for so long, it's been a good 8 years now, but the food that I miss the most is American Chinese food. There is no other Chinese food like the one that was created for American peoples and the American palate. I mean, it's just sweet, but tangy and sour, but it's not overpowering. And I find that maybe it's because I grew up with it. That is the reason, I have to say, the 100%. That's the reason why I love it so much. But I miss that flavor. I miss the General Tso's chicken and stuff like that, you know? So, yeah. But I really love Asian food anyway. I've always been a fan. And I have traveled to Cambodia and Thailand. Cambodian curries. I was about to curse. Is amazing. My brother-in-law has a restaurant here, and he makes Cambodian amok curry, which is lovely. If you ever get the chance to buy the spices and give it a go, it's easy to make. We did a culinary class together over there and learned quite a bit, and I had a great time. Just really love those fresh flavors, and if I could, I would live there in a heartbeat. I really would. It's so relaxed, and they have fresh ingredients, and the weather is fantastic, and I kind of miss that. Says the girl that lives in a cloud. All right, we're near the end. The last thing that made me laugh. Ooh. The last thing that made me laugh. Probably one of the posts on Facebook, one of the Facebook groups or something. I just saw Ella's reaction to a troll, and that made me laugh. All the comments on there made me laugh. But I have a wonderful hubby and best friend who makes me laugh every day, and I'm super grateful for that, especially because I just think it's so important to find humor in life. It's so easy to be overwhelmed. I am definitely guilty of being overwhelmed with dark thoughts, or just getting so complacent in a mundane everyday life, you know what I mean? I'm sure that some of you might understand what I'm going through, but especially living away from home as well, I get homesick sometimes, and it's just something you have to go through, get through it, you know? Put your head down and just get through it. It will pass, you'll be fine. But during those moments, it's hard to find something funny, and he knows how to make me get out of those rough places, and I'm really happy and thankful that I found a man that does that for me. Yeah. Oops. That was silly. Why did I do that? Okay, so do I have any H? I do! I haven't had this color in a while. Okay guys, sorry about this now, but I didn't realize until after I'd finished the entire tag that my camera had stopped recording. So, I've gotten a bit further, and I'm just gonna quickly go back because I had a look. The last thing that made me laugh, I was talking about my husband. That's my dog. Are you all right, Luna? Favorite animal. I remember that I was saying my favorite animal is actually a cat. I love cats. They're just so cute and misunderstood, I feel. So cat is my favorite. Yeah, and then I'm just making sure I have the right symbol, so it's this one. Some of the grays look very similar to me. Right, my most recent injury was actually when I went to Morocco on my honeymoon 2 years ago, and I really hurt my ankle. I sprained it quite badly. I tore a ligament, and it wasn't the first time, so it took quite a while to heal. I want to say it took almost 9 months for it to heal. Like, I had to go really easy in my yoga classes and stuff like that because I didn't want to pull it too hard and cause another tear or something like that. So yeah, that was my most recent bad injury. But I get bruised all the time, so if you're a fellow person who bruises all the time from somebody just like poking you, let me know. How many TVs are in my house? There's just one. I was kind of surprised by the answers on this, that people have so many TVs, like 5 or 6 TVs in your house. I don't understand how. I suppose I remember we used to have TVs in like bedrooms and stuff in my childhood home, but now I can't even like imagine having a TV in the bedroom anymore. But that's just me. I know everybody's different. I just prefer to have the bedroom be for sleeping and other things. But not for watching TV. Maybe reading a book or something. But anyway, worst pain ever. Oh yeah, so I was talking about, these drills are really gonna annoy me. I was talking about my ear surgery. So if you are squeamish, please skip ahead a little bit. But basically I had ear surgery. And on that ear surgery, they had to puncture my eardrum and cut a hole in the membrane that had grown around the opening or something like that. I'm not really technical. I don't know the technical words for it, but they did that, and they had to strap my head to the table and everything. Oh, it was bad. It was really bad. Do I like to dance? I do like to dance. I don't really dance in public anymore. I used to do show choir in high school, so I did a lot of dancing back then. But nowadays I just dance when I'm doing the dishes, or you know, if I'm at a wedding or something. But yeah, I love belly dancing, and I wish I could get back into it. Is that a cow or a car? It's a car. Okay. It's hard to tell sometimes. Living in the sticks. Are your parents still alive? Yes. Both my parents are alive, and then my father's parents are alive. And my mother's father is alive. But unfortunately, her mother passed away when I was about 18 or 19 years old. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head at the moment, but it was very sad. But I'm lucky that I still have my parents. This tag is about to get really dark, just to let you know. And I feel like I've already kind of worked through my answers, so my answers are going to be much quicker and less detailed than they were previously, and I apologize for that, but I don't really want to go back to that place. But my husband's father isn't doing so well right now. He has squamous cell carcinoma of the esophagus, and so he can't eat anymore. It's quite painful, and he's back and forth to hospital a lot, and we don't know how much longer he has. And that really, like, sometimes you'd sit there and you'd think about it, and you're just, I don't know. There's nothing you can do, you know, and you feel so powerless, and you're not sure how to help or how to be there for somebody that's going through that. So, yeah. But it's all part of life, you know, and I'm not trying to minimize the question or the answer or the issue, but it really is just a matter of living, and once you've lived to your body's expiration date, then that's kind of all you can do. That's the experience, isn't it? So anyhow, I don't want to get too far into that, because I don't want to cry on camera. And the last question is, do you love life? And I do love life. Sometimes I don't love it as much as I wish I did. I don't have that vigor that I used to have, but I do count my blessings, and I feel lucky to live where I live and have a wonderful support group, and great friends, and a new family to call my own, you know, and to worry about. I sometimes get into a rut, like I think a lot of us do, you know, just, it's human. And yeah, sometimes I feel like I don't. Sometimes I wonder what the heck I'm doing. Living so far away from my family, and just, yeah, sometimes I question myself, but really, I think I'm doing all right. So the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Right, I've done a lot of talking, and I know I only have like 4 symbols left to finish this. But while I do that, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'm not going to force you to do anything. It's optional. But if you enjoyed this video, and if you struggled through it, please comment below and let me know that you got to the end of it, because I know it's tough putting yourself out there, and I do feel quite exposed at the moment. But if you enjoyed it, let me know. If you have constructive criticism, that's fine too. But I would love to hear suggestions for what you'd like to see in the future. And if you have any more questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them. So that's it, guys. We did it. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.